Hey, what's up, guys? It's Coolman Jr. 88, your independent source of wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. So here I am, as I promised, bringing you your WWE Night of Champions pay-per-view review. Very, very short. I had to rewrite the results page of my notebook because I misnumbered the segment. The segment order, I misnumbered those. Again, it's very, very short. And this is very prototypical of Night of Champions, especially now with so few titles. Meaning much of anything. I wish they would bring back the cruiserweight division in general. Not just the cruiserweight title, but the cruiserweight division in general, because I thought it brought some flair. But with so few titles in the WWE, I mean, what could they do? They had all the titles that were on the line except for one match, which was Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. Which, by the way, folks, when we get to that point in the review, I have to say that have to be the best, quote unquote, the best match of the night. I mean, AJ Styles, in my personal opinion, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, Chris Daniels and Kurt Angle could blow those guys out the way. I mean, AJ Styles by himself could blow both those guys out the way. Speaking of Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton, AJ Styles by himself. But I'm just upset right now because out of the two WWE pay-per-view reviews that I've done, outside of TNA, I've been very, very disappointed. I've done the 25th anniversary of SummerSlam, and now I'm doing the Night of Champions pay-per-view review for for WWE, and I've been disappointed in both pay-per-views because there's no depth. There's none of that. There's storyline, there's production value, but there's no freaking depth. I don't know why or what's going on, but I just want depth. I've given up on my PG era argument because it's never going to change. It's not going to change in any time soon. And I don't understand why there's no depth. Now that I've gotten that little argument, that little rant out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys what you came here for, which was the results. Excuse me, I'm burping. Which was the results for the Night of Champions pay-per-view review. So here we go. We started the night with a battle royal for in the pre-show. We started the night off with the battle royal for the U.S. title. The winner of the battle royal got the shot at the U.S. title later on in the show, in the pay-per-view. And again, the pre-show airs on YouTube, Facebook, and all the social media sites. So if you want to see it, go on to WWE's YouTube page, and I'm pretty sure it's still up there to view. Yeah, but they had a battle royal for the U.S. title shot later on in the pay-per-view, and Zack Ryder won that privilege against Antonio Cesaro. And we'll get to that when we get there, but like I said, this is going to be very, very short as far as the review goes. There's not many matches on here. And again, I had to rewrite this whole review page. So here we go. We started out the night with a four-way IC title match, which was the Miz, the champion. We had Rey Mysterio, we had Sin Cara, and we had Cody Rhodes for all 4 competitors, and The Miz retained his title. Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio were, of course, the highlight reel of the match, as usual. Cody Rhodes was okay. A couple disaster kicks, but again, if you wanted your highlight reel fix, you watch Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio for this match. Again, Miz retained his IC title, so that was the first match of the night, and congratulations to The Miz. Segment number 2, we had a backstage segment with Caitlyn and Eve Torres. The Primetime Players were complaining about the number 1 contender spot because they lost it to Daniel Bryan and Kane the Friday before. On Monday night in Montreal, they lost the number 1 contender spot, which was the tragedy in Montreal with Jerry the King Lawler, and I'll get to that at the end of this video as well. There's a lot of things on my head about that, but it was basically the Primetime Players were in Booker T and Eve's office, and basically one of the officials comes out and says, "Kate, there's been a problem." And in the hallway, the camera follows Eve, and in the hallway there's Caitlyn with a busted ankle. Basically, she can't walk on it. Therefore, she can't compete, and therefore we don't know what's going to happen with the Divas title, match against Layla. So yeah. Number 3 was the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Not Miz, but Kane and Bryan versus R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. Kane and Daniel Bryan are your new tag team champions. So after all the so-called therapy, Daniel Bryan and Kane were able to get it together and win the tag team titles. So congratulations to them. And then we had Booker T. Segment number 4 was Booker T and Teddy and Eve in the office, and basically they were trying to figure out what was going to happen with the Divas title match, because in segment 2, Caitlyn had twisted her ankle and she can't compete. She couldn't compete. Excuse me. It's not that she wouldn't compete; it's that she couldn't compete on the ankle. So Booker T decides to reward Eve for the great job she's done in the office. So it's now Layla versus Eve for the Divas Championship, which Teddy had the same look I had. Why Eve, when we all know that she's backstabbing and all this and all that. So it is what it is, and Eve now has the title spot instead of Caitlyn. Now Eve has the title spot. So we move on to segment number 5, U.S. title match. Antonio Cesaro versus the winner of the Battle Royal in the pre-show, which was Zack Ryder. So Antonio Cesaro retains over Zack Ryder, and of course his burial is now official. Like, it wasn't official before, but now it's official. There's nothing else they're gonna do with Zack Ryder, and I don't understand why. After his U.S. title run and all this and all that, and the issue that he had with Kane, and I know he was buried after the issue with Kane, but he's now officially buried. So I apologize to Zack Ryder for that. Then we had Segment number 6, which was Ricardo Rodriguez backstage with that asshole Harvard law educated guy. I can't think of his name now. He's engaged to Jennifer Hudson. Oh my god. I know all. It just blanked on me. His name just blanked on me. I don't know why. But yeah, he was backstage with Ricardo Rodriguez, and Ricardo Rodriguez had the neck brace off, and they're trying to feign to the WWE that Ricardo Rodriguez is actually hurt, but with the neck brace off, it's caught on camera now, and yeah, and you'll see the results of that consequence in the World Heavyweight Championship match here in a few minutes. Segment number 7 was the only non-championship match on the pay-per-view. Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. Randy won due to a beautiful RKO in midair. So, congratulations to Randy Orton. Segment number 8 was Eve versus Layla. Eve won and is your new Divas Championship holder. The youngest championship debuting in 2008, the Divas Championship is. So yeah. And then we had the Susan G. Coleman promo, which October is breast cancer month for women. So WWE is supporting the Susan G. Komen Foundation by having the middle rope pink for the entire month of October. So yeah, that was that. Segment number 10, Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. And before this match started, Booker T's music hit, and he basically said that bro kick, after careful deliberation, the bro kick is reinstated. So yeah, congratulations to Sheamus for that, and he retains his championship. Congratulations to Sheamus for retaining his championship. And like I said before, I don't think Alberto Del Rio is meant to win a championship, either the WWE or World Heavyweight, except for the time he only won the title once, and that was because of Money in the Bank. But in a one-on-one match, take the Money in the Bank out of the equation for a second. In a one-on-one match versus the champion, rather it be the WWE or the World Heavyweight Champion, Alberto Del Rio has not won the championship at all. Again, take the Money in the Bank out of the equation. I know he won it because of the Money in the Bank, but take it out of the equation for 30 seconds and think to yourself: has Alberto Del Rio won the World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship? And the answer is no. In a one-on-one contest with whatever champion he's faced, he has not won either championship. And I challenge you, without that Money in the Bank, without that Money in the Bank, would Alberto Del Rio be considered even in the title picture right now? And the answer is no, in my opinion. So I don't believe Alberto Del Rio will ever win a title without the help of something. In this case, the Money in the Bank. So yeah, I apologize to Alberto Del Rio fans, but that's just my opinion, and it's sad to know that. Then we move on to segment number 11, which was the match everybody wanted to see: CM Punk versus John Cena, and CM Punk retains out of a good match. This was a good match. Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, and CM Punk and John Cena put on a good match. A good quality match. Not as good as TNA as of recently, like I've stated, but because there's no depth in WWE. But in terms of individual matches, in terms of okay quality matches, you had Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, and the other one was CM Punk, John Cena. And everybody pulled out everything in this match. Also, Paul Heyman was there at ringside as well. Everybody pulled out everything in this match. I think Cena took like 2 go-to-sleeps, and then CM Punk like took 2 or 3 AAs. So after everything, back suplex, both competitors' shoulders were on the mat, so therefore it was a draw. Therefore, and then draw. CM Punk retains his WWE Championship and after a consecutive 302 days, CM Punk will go on to Monday Night Raw still as champion, and I guarantee you, well, not guarantee, excuse me, the next time you see the WWE champion in a match for the title, he will have surpassed the longest reigning championship holder, which was John Cena. So it will be either 319 or 320 day he will have had the WWE Championship for the longest reigning title reign ever. By the time you see the WWE Champion in action for the title again. So congratulations to CM Punk. Our next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell next month in October. And I just want to end this pay-per-view review, Night of Champions pay-per-view review, by praying for and giving my condolences to the 9/11 victims. I know that I haven't said anything, and that's heartless of me. And I just want to I just want to pray for the victims' families, and know that I was watching the name ceremony where they read all 100 and something names off of the list every single year for 11 years now. And it's funny because it's 9/11/01, but this was the 11th year anniversary. Excuse me. I was like, hiccup again. This was the 11th year anniversary of 9/11/01, so there's a little bit of significance there, just a tiny bit. And I just want to give my condolences to the families of the 9/11 tragedy. I know me myself I lost a good friend close to the 9/11 she was close to our family, and she lived in New York, and she died very, very tragically. I don't know exactly where she was in the Trade Center, but we got word that she had passed away. So this had hit us as well as a family, and I just want to give, it was very, very hard for us, and we just prayed for the victim families, and so yeah. Also, this month, October, being Susan G. Komen month, my brother has testicular cancer. He was diagnosed with testicular cancer, and this month is very, very hard for me as well. He just recently went in for a scan to double check. They cut it early enough to where they were able to catch it and do something about it. And he's in remission now. He's still strong. He's still healthy, but he was diagnosed with testicular cancer, and thank God we caught it early enough. I have a niece by him and a nephew on the way, a boy on the way, and I'm just wanting to congratulate all the survivors of cancer, whether it be testicular cancer, whether it be breast cancer, whether it be any type of cancer you have. I just want to congratulate the survivors of this at this point. I know there is still no definitive cure for any type of cancer, but yeah, that's just, my 2 cents on the 9/11 tragedy and the Susan G. Komen month, as this month is breast cancer month for women, but I believe it's an all cancer month. We celebrate the survivors, and we mourn the fallen of cancer, period. Not just breast, but mourn the mourn the fallen of, and celebrate the survivors. So thank you guys for watching. Again, very, very short, I know, but and I know I missed a promo in there somewhere. Daniel Bryan and Kane backstage after the tag team championship match. I know I missed that promo, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy. And again, I pray for the victims and celebrate the survivors of breast cancer month. All cancer month, I'm going to put it, is my terminology, all cancer month. And just pray for, I'm just going to continue to pray for my brother. And, yeah, so, yeah. I'm just going to leave it there, and I hope you guys enjoy. And if you have any questions, comments, please, in the box below, just leave a question, comment, or if you have a personal question, just inbox me up here. Just inbox me up here, please. I think it's on this side. Inbox me up here, please. If you have any personal questions or anything like that. Thank you guys for watching Night of Champions pay-per-view review, and be blessed, guys. Thank you very much. Peace out.